Good morning, happy Monday. I'm going to do a meal prep with me vlog today. I'm going to be prepping some breakfast and some lunch for the week. So I thought I would just, show you guys what I'm doing, share the recipes for what I'm doing as well. And just, have a bit of a catch up. But I've just done some food shopping, and this isn't a big food shop at all. It's just a few bits that we needed. But I thought I'd show you what I got anyway. I picked up 2 bunches of these just to help make the table pretty, really. And just, I like white flowers, so I saw them, I thought, yeah, they're cute, so I grabbed a couple of them. I got 2 packs of bananas because they are a key ingredient for my breakfast that I make every week, so I have to buy loads of them. I got some lettuce, some sugar snap peas. They're going to go in my lunch that I'm making. I got some spinach as well, which is also going to go in my lunch. I got some protein puddings for Trav, some chicken bites for Trav as well, and I got this pasta for me for my lunch that I'm making. I don't know why, I just fancied a change up. I never have this pasta, but it looked nice, and I like the look of it. So that's what we went with. But yeah, I'm going to do meal prep with me, so stay tuned and I'll run you through what I'm doing, and hopefully it all turns out looking nice. If it turns out looking horrible, might not post this, so if you see this, then it must have gone well. First things first, so at the moment it is only 7:45, and I normally have breakfast about 9:30, 10. But I am absolutely starving. I trained legs this morning and did half an hour cardio, so I want to get stuck into a work block before I start meal prepping, just to get ahead of the day. So I'm just going to have a little yogurt bowl snack now and a protein shake, and then I will crack on with the meal prep later and have a proper breakfast a bit later on. I'm using the strawberry sky, which is so nice. Like, I don't even like yogurt, but this has converted me because it honestly tastes so good. And the protein calorie ratio is amazing. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a little bowl of this with some fruit and some jammy dodgers, and that's gonna be perfect for me. I'm also gonna have a Isoclear fresh cherry shake, which is my favourite. But I think my other order's coming today, so hopefully we'll have a tub of strawberry and lime, because I really like that as well. I ordered a sample of that and I've been thinking about it ever since. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy this, and then I will catch you up later when I'm meal prepping. Literally, just from having this and this, which is both together under 250 calories, I will be 37 grams of protein into my day. And that just feels amazing. So you can't argue with it. No one can argue with me that that's not a good deal. Under 250 calories, 2 things, 37 grams of protein. I'll then have my breakfast later on. That'll be a good 30 plus grams of protein. 67 grams of protein, maybe more, by after breakfast. The rest of the day is easy. Lunch and dinner, I'm fine. Like, I'm very good at making them high protein. It's the mornings I sometimes find hard. But I've really nailed it this year, and I'm so proud of myself for that. And it's really helping my growth. Like, I can really see like where I'm growing now. And it's just, it's so nice to just have that reassurance that you're doing it right and that everything's like getting hit. And I'm enjoying it as well. It's not like I hate any of the things I'm eating or having. So yeah, we've got the enjoyment tick, and also obviously hitting the protein and just goals in general. So it's been a very good year so far, and it's only February. Right, meal prep time, way later than it was meant to be. Breakfast is not happening at 9:30, 10, let's be honest. But we're going to keep it moving. We're going to take the boxes. I'll show you what I've got here ready to prepare, and then we'll get going. So I've got my pasta and all the stuff I need for that. I've got my bananas there. The other things I need to put in my breakfast are in pots and tubs in the cupboard, so I'll grab them. And then I've got these new silicone trays for the muffins. I love them. They are from Tiger. I think sometimes it's called Flying Tiger, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm going to put them in the oven, which is annoying because I like using my air fryer, but they won't fit. But I did also buy single ones, but I want to meal prep today, so I haven't got enough of them to do that. So I'm going to use these and use the oven. But yeah, let's get cooking. So first things first, I'm going to put some chicken in for the pasta because I'm going to cook that separately. So I'm just going to put a couple of these in the air fryer. This is the My Protein chicken breast fillets. I have got loads of fresh meat, but I like to use that for our dinners, and they're all quite like there's because I'm ordering it for 2 people. The packs haven't quite got enough in for me to meal prep as much as I want. So I'm just going to start using some of these today. But then later in the week, I'll probably use some of the fresh meat as it's getting closer to its use by date. But these are really good, and they are 35 grams of protein per chicken breast, only 157 calories, and they taste really nice, so I can't complain. And I'm just going to shred them up and add them to the pasta afterwards, so that will be perfect. So with the muffins, I'm going to make, unfortunately I've only got this blender, so I'm going to make 2 batches of mixture and fill both cases up, but that'll be fine. You just need to pop the oven on, which is really important, which I haven't even done yet. That's the only thing I hate about the oven, is that you have to wait for it to heat up, whereas the air fryer obviously you don't. So that is my only complaint about the oven. But apart from that, they do pretty much the same thing, don't they? But I do find like chicken and stuff tastes way nicer in the air fryer. So I do like using that. But yeah, so first things first, in my breakfast muffins, I'm going to do 2 batches of mixture. So in each batch of mixture, there's going to be 1 banana, so 1 like kind of medium to large banana. So just adding that in now. I make this every day, but I don't normally make it in muffin form. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll probably see I normally do it in like an oat cake. But I quite like the idea of these muffins, and I actually programmed them for my clients this month, for some of them. So I thought, oh yeah, you know what? Everyone was loving them, so I was like, oh, I'm going to give them a go. Gave them a go on the weekend. They were so nice. So I was like, well, I'm going to stick to that, because when you find something that's really nice, rinse and repeat it, especially if it helps hit your macros as well. Then I'm going to add 4 spoons of this flour. This is a teaspoon, so 4 heaped teaspoons of your self-raising flour. Perfect. And then I use ESN designer protein in, this is currently cinnamon sugar. Sorry, I get confused because there's 2 cinnamon ones. This is cinnamon sugar, and I use this every single day in my oat cake anyway, but obviously today I'm using it for my muffins, and I do 2 scoops in each batch of mixture. So that's perfect, got that in there. And then we need our oats, which are obviously super important. I weigh out my oats, so I am going to weigh 50 grams in each batch of mix. So just going to do that now, and then I'm going to just repeat this exact same process to do the second batch of mixture, and then I will fill both of the trays of cases, and then they'll be ready to pop in the oven. I'm going to pop them in the oven for about 25 minutes at 180, and then check them. I cooked them in total for about 25 minutes on the weekend, but you know what ovens are like, they can be temperamental, and I'm not risking ruining these muffins, so I will double check them before 25 minutes, and then at 25 minutes just to see if they need more or if they're done. And now last ingredient is the almond milk. Oh, and I also added a pinch of baking powder just to help them rise. But yeah, the almond milk, I like to add about 100 ml, which obviously on the scales is about 100 grams, because 1 gram equals 1 ml. So yeah, that's going to get blended now in a blender. Obviously if you don't have a blender, you could mix it in a bowl, but the oats won't blend as smooth, so I do like blending it. It does make it a lot like nicer to eat. But yeah, I'm going to do that, and then I will show you when I'm filling the cases. So the first batch of mixture got about 6.5 muffins, so I made this portion slightly less, but only like by a few grams of oats kind of thing, and a little bit less almond milk. But yeah, if I've got a bit extra, it's okay, because I've got extra cases, so I could just make an extra muffin. I think by the feel of it, it's going to be pretty perfect. I'm so trying to be neat. I'm not a very neat person normally. Perfect, it's literally perfect. Just put a little bit. I don't know how much they're going to rise. They did rise quite a lot in the cases I used yesterday, but I used paper cases, so obviously they like expand out, don't they? Whereas these obviously won't. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Could be a bit of a mess like I'm making currently, but I think they're going to go well. Positive attitude towards it. Right, I'm going to pop these in the oven now, and then I will let you know how they go. Oven for 25 minutes at 180 degrees, and then we're going to see what they're looking like after that. So we're going to weigh the pasta out. I'm doing 3 portions, so I'm going to do 180 grams, which is obviously 60 grams per portion. Perfect. So I'm going to put that on to boil. So the pasta's on, and then our next step is going to be cooking the spinach and the sugar snaps. So I'm going to pan them as well. So I'm going to put that on to heat up and just pop some firelight in there. Right, so I'm going to get the spinach in first because it takes ages to wilt. And you'll notice you put so much in and then it just disappears to nothing. Oh, bits escaped into my pasta water. So yeah, that's going to take ages, we all know that. So we're just going to trust the process with it because we know it will wilt down eventually. I might add a little bit more firelight on top and then just going to trust the process with it. And then I'll probably add the sugar snaps in a minute when the spinach has made a bit of movement. Pasta's doing fine, that's boiling away. Chicken should be cooked soon, but obviously I'm just going to leave that to cool on the side for a bit. And then when the pasta's cooked, I'm going to add the Philadelphia, which I've got the garlic and herbs one, and some green pesto. And I love pesto so much. So yeah, really excited for that. But I will keep you updated when the spinach is made. Right, so pasta's cooked, spinach has disappeared. I've literally almost used the whole bag and it looks like nothing, but that's spinach, isn't it, for you? So now add in the pasta. There's a tiny bit of pasta water still in there with it, which is going to help us when we add the Philadelphia. Just going to mix that all up and then turn that down. And then when you're weighing, like adding sauces and stuff, because this is what a lot of people don't do, they don't add their sauces, but that's actually where a lot of your calories are probably coming from. So if you put it on the scales and then turn them on, then you can, if you turn the scales on to 0, did that the wrong way around, and then put the thing on, so you know how much it weighs in total, then as you take it out, you can notice how much is subtracting from the total, so then you can work out how much you've taken. It's literally like such a simple trick, but actually not a lot of people realise you can do that, so. It was 141 and now it's gone down to 91, so I know I've used 50 grams, which is great because obviously that helps me calculate, runaway pasta, how much I have used in total at the end. Obviously I'm doing 3 portions, so I want to remember that I need to divide everything up into 3 at the end to kind of work out the total portion. However, I'm not tracking calories at the moment, but I am trying to track protein, so it will help with that because Philadelphia does have protein in it. I'm making a right mess, honestly. This is a bit of a shambles in the video. But I'm going to add some spices and stuff in a minute as well. I've already added some garlic salt when I was cooking the veg. So I'm going to add a few more like herbs and spices in a minute. I'll just keep kind of stirring that. Probably add a bit more Philadelphia. And let that melt. And then we're going to add the pesto as well, and same thing. It's the same thing with the pesto, scales to 0, add your pesto. Pesto is 215 grams, so, 204 grams, so I know exactly how much I'm taking out, so that's gone down to 192, so I know I've taken 12 grams out, so it really is that easy. Like, I think some people, just the thought of getting the scales out is worse than the actual reality of it. Like, it takes like literally like 10 seconds to work out how much you've taken out of a pot. And it can make all the difference. Like, if your goal is fat loss or if you're in a surplus and you're trying to make sure you're eating enough, it goes like for both ways, you know. Like, it's important to just have an awareness of what you're having. I don't think that, you know, if you haven't got a particular goal and you're comfortable with your food and you kind of, you know, roughly, you know, what your body needs for certain things, then I don't think you need to track everything. But if, you know, you have a goal of fat loss, then just making that simple decision to track regularly can just make the goal more certain to happen. And obviously, the quicker you get out of your fat loss phase, you can get back to eating, you know, more intuitively, and you don't need to worry about tracking as much. But I found when I did my 10-week cut, it was so much more successful because I just committed, you know, that 10 weeks to really just being so kind of fine-tuned on everything, and then that just meant I could get out of it faster, which I think a lot of people overlook. But yeah, this is looking delicious. I'm going to leave it to cool, and then I will put it up put it into dishes later, like meal prep dishes. And obviously I'm going to have one today, so I will do a taste test as well and let you know how it is. The chicken's cooked, so I'm going to leave that to cool as well. And I'll check the muffins in a minute. I think the muffins are ready. I'm going to take them out now and have a look, but they look ready. And they haven't like overflowed over the casing, so I don't know if you can see them. So they look pretty good. I'll just poke something in them and make sure that they're not soggy in the middle. No, perfect. Forks come out clean. So I'm going to leave obviously most of them to cool, but the ones that I'm having today, let's add some toppings because excited, very excited. Let me get a plate. The question is what toppings to have. I've got some strawberries chopped up because it like has to have some sort of fruit on it because I love my fruit. But yeah, I need to try and get these out. Didn't think about that. I'm not good at stuff like this. Like, I love the idea of meal prepping muffins and stuff like that, but the actual reality of trying to like remove them from the casing, didn't really think about that. So I've added 15 grams of biscoff spread, and because they're still warm, it's literally melting off them. I don't know if you can see that. It's literally melting off them. Which is so exciting because who wouldn't want to eat that for breakfast, let's be honest. But yeah, that spoon's still got biscoff all over it, but life goes on. So now I'm going to add my strawberries because I don't know if everyone has done this in their life, but if you have never tried biscoff and strawberries together, you need to because it's such a taste sensation. And also, like, have you ever had a bagel with biscoff on and then sliced strawberries? It's literally unreal. So cannot recommend enough. But yeah, that is actually insane. They look so good, and to think you could technically have 6 of them for breakfast if you were super hungry. But yeah, look at that. And if, you know, someone who had no idea what they were talking about saw them, they'd be like, oh, you can't have them for breakfast, that's so bad for you. No, it's not. It's great for you. It's high protein, it's got banana for fibre, it's got oats for energy, like, you know, your carbs, your protein, everything's hit. It's an ideal breakfast, and it's fun, and because you have multiple. It's time to prep it into the boxes, which is very exciting because that means the process is almost over and I can enjoy my lunch for today because obviously this is partially for the day as well. So I'm very excited to have a lovely portion of this with some chicken, and I'm going to top it with Eat-Lean cheese as well, just for some extra protein. And obviously cheese and pasta are 2 things that just go together so well, so I'm very much looking forward to that. This honestly smells so nice. You can really smell like the garlic and herb Philadelphia and the herbs that I put on it as well. This honestly looks so nice. I cannot wait to eat it. And that is my creamy pesto pasta, which is so easy. You can add any vegetables you like. Chicken is obviously optional, and then I add Eat-Lean cheese on the day, and that's just going to be so tasty. But yeah, meal prep takes an hour or so, you know, on one day in particular, but it saves you hours throughout the week, so it's so worth it, and it just helps me keep on track. So I always like to do some sort of meal prep, even if it's not for, you know, all meals of the day. Just even prepping just breakfast can help, or just lunch. Even if it's for 1 or 2 days, like, it just takes a bit of time and pressure off you for the rest of the week. So yeah, I'll probably do a few more episodes of this. So that's my lunch for now, my lunch for the next 2 days, and my breakfast muffins for the next 2 to 3 days, depending on how many I fancy. But that literally took me no longer than an hour, and it's just going to save me loads of time throughout the rest of the week and stress. Hi guys, it's Wednesday and I just wanted to show you my breakfast muffins, which I prepped on Monday. They are still going strong. I've just heated up 3 of them, put a little bit of biscoff on top, and I got a few strawberries to go with them, but they are so nice. I'm definitely going to start making these more often because as much as I love my oat cake, having to bake it every day is always, you know, a little bit time consuming. So I might start prepping quite a few of these at the beginning of the week, and then I've got the option, but they still taste really fresh. I've been warming them up in the air fryer, but I actually had a power cut yesterday, so I had them cold, and they were really, really nice. So yeah, win-win. Very happy with this meal prep.